between the West Indies and New Zealand here in Sharjah. South Africa already have qualified for the final, and they await the winner of this outcome. Hayley Matthews and Sophie Devine going head-to-head. New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first here in semi-final number 2. First time they've been back in the semi-final since 2016, where these two teams matched up against each other, and they managed to accumulate 128 for 9, 26 and 33. It's a bowling attack, Lydia Greenway, that you feel on this surface nothing against them can ever be classified as a cakewalk. Good. West Indies off the mark. She squirted 1 or 2 very early in the innings through the backward point area against England. They're not banking on that, New Zealand. They're banking on... That's what... Does so 4 off.
That's okay.
It's a shot that Hayley Matthews played very well. That back foot punch. 8 without loss.
Stumps and bowl slightly quicker as well. Try to get it underneath the bat of Kiana Joseph, apologies, but if you get it wrong, that can be the outcome.
Playing with freedom, Kiana Joseph given that license.
Conceding 2 boundaries, she's held her nerves. Top of off, Kiana Joseph, as you would expect, continuing to try and put pressure on Joseph. She goes for 12, 16 for 1.
Deep mid-wicket and deep backward square in place.
Reply from Eden Carson after being hit for 2 boundaries from Kiana Joseph. The stumps in play, and we said to Kiana Joseph, you can make the mistake.
Attack. West Indies have didn't get a hand on it, or did she get a hand on it? Just enough to take some pace off too. "20 for 1. And safely taken. That's a brilliant catch. It is truly outstanding, and that's what New Zealand need to back up their bowlers and their effort with the bat.
Well, this reaction of New Zealand just indicates that perhaps this is something they were planning for. Susie Bates, as soon as she caught it, she pointed to her skipper, Sophie Devine, as if to say, yes, you were right. You were the one that said that's
of age. But does the harm. Can't get it.
On the charge. Hasn't made it. Susie Bates. But just the other side of the window, another thought.
Oh, Freddie!
This could be a real repeatedly.
The slider's put in. I might come back to check that. That's got through. Well driven by Stefani Taylor. She might also be pleased to do a little. Just over the top. It's going to run away as well over this outfield. It's not been the quickest in Sharjah.
Sophie Devine and New Zealand. The bowler who has been the record-in-chief of the last few games, the one they've relied on, the one who hasn't disappointed. Doesn't do that again here. Gets on New Zealand. West Indies, with the back of Stefani Taylor for 13, are 41 for 3.
Again to a single. There's some control along the ground. And Dottin will back. Captain looks to go big into the leg side. Just played it perfectly.
Picking up the length was essential. There was enough gap on that side of the ground.
Reaching the halfway mark.
And going down. Short. Pumped out into the leg side. Well, this is definitely a chance. It should be taken, and it is. Neely Kerr out there in deep mid-wicket doing the work, and they've got the big one. They've got the captain of West Indies, Hayley Matthews.
Yeah, definitely a big wicket in the context of this match. Good delivery from Tahu, who didn't get the connection. Hayley Matthews went uppish, and Kirk settled under, didn't make a blunder. And will she push for 2? She's quite quick between the sticks.
Well, this has gone a long way up, and again it is another chance out in the deep, but it's gone down. And Rosemary Mayer, who has just bowled a brilliant over, has put the Andrew.
Yeah, just trying to get a move on with things. Dottin made height. He didn't get in the best position, Mayer.
You're going to go again. It's a chance of catching it.
And she scored most of her.
Well bowled again from Leah Tahu. Absolutely. This is going to.
Henry has been one of the finishers. She's been looked at as one of the finishers for West Indies because she can strike the ball.
Was that a chance? Well, this has got a lot of hang time as well. It will also be another chance, and that is a super catch by Maddie Green out in the deep. She had to run round, cover the ground, time the dive, and keep hold of it on the landing.
Yeah, scoreboard pressure clearly getting to West Indies at this phase. Aliyah Allen just trying to up the ante. Made a lot of height, but an excellent catch. Amelia Kerr strikes again for New Zealand. For 4, it's 63 for 5.
That was a drag down. It was a poor delivery, but it could get a wicket. But another catch has gone down. Eden Carson, this time the guilty party. It's the end of the 14th, 65 for 5.
That's another chance given to Deandra Dottin.
And this time, Eden Carson. And again, it was Deandra Dottin. Put it a long way, but put in a Bit of a pickle in terms of her position. Her hands ended up being a long way from her head and the rest of her body.
Yeah, this was the wicket of Aliyah Allen, so they've been really good with the catching at times.
Well, that run rate now.
And a bit of frustration as well.
That's a nice looking shot down the ground and a good way to finish the over. So 7 runs.
And she need a few more of those. And so you're looking at the bowling to come. Amelia could. Fletcher gets it into the gap for a couple. Same place again. I don't blame her for going for the Yorker actually, with Afi Fletcher looking to give herself room. Has she hit it well enough? Yes, she has, just! She's hit more sixes on her own than some teams in this tournament here in 2024.
Load the back hip, clear the front leg, drop that knee, and there you go. It goes all the way. Georgia Plymouth thought, I'm in, and she just watched it go straight over her head. She just gets so much load in that back hip, and then it is just a coil and...
Another one. This is magnificent from Deandra Dutton. As she shifted the balance of power, 95 for 5.
Just hold your breath as an opposition player when Deandra Dutton is on strike. At 31, she is so far ahead of the next one, and Sophie Devine.
19 or 20. Who, at the risk of this, can breach her attacking nature?
Well, you always turn to Mealy Kerr. She is a player with ball in hand.
She might just have done it. Amelia Kerr, she has done it. She's gotten rid of Deandra Dutton. An excellent decision of leadership from Sophie Devine. Crestfallen.
Heartache for Dotton. There is not 1 ounce of Deandra Dutton that wants to walk off this park. Leading wicket taker Mealy Kerr. Fran Jonas, 4 stitches in her right hand. She's dropped a few catches over the last year or so. That is what it means to New Zealand. The relief. That is the emotion of this game. They all know for a magnificent 33, 96 for 6.
Trying to do some work in the outfield. Another one gone. Dutton's gone, nation's gone, and New Zealand can see some light and some history finally in their favour.
Fran Jonas, look at that beautiful seam position, just keep coming back in, and then through the gate. She took the vital catch and a big wicket of nation. Knew she had to get going.
Opportunity. Now it lands safely. Trouble? No, she gets home safely. Little step. Oh, good hand. Very, very good hand. Could it be the year for the South African team? Women did last year. Could this be their time for the Rainbow Nation? Keeper outside off is one option. It's harder to hit, Katie, as you know, those power shots. Taken easily. Oh no, another one goes down. Penfold on the field for Plymouth.
That was the mid-off up. That was the opportunity to hit the boundary. Just undercut the shot. Molly Penfold just hit the hand hard.
And to add to the drama, there will be a fielding penalty on New Zealand for the final over. Confirmation of the fielding penalty for this final over with 1.
It's required for a space in the final.
Zeta James gets it through. And she gets it for 4. 11 required from 5.
But this young kid, what a shot that is, to be able to pierce the field. Mealy Kerr trying her hardest to reel that in. The perfect start. She is sucking in the big ones.
Yeah, the field, who are the deep fielders? Deep backward square, long on, deep mid-wicket, so she has to bowl tight in at the stumps now. There's no protection offside. And she gets a dot, she gets a dot.
Through there.
Right on target. That is what it means for Susie Bates and New Zealand.
Perfect delivery, flat, hard at the stumps. That just get on nicely. Zeta James looking to go across the line.
It's time of a tournament. Down the ground, not hit it well enough at all. 6 and a 4 needed by the West Indies. New Zealand lost by 6 runs in 2016 at Eden Gardens. Very good, and for all intents and purposes, New Zealand will be through to the final of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024. Don't bowl a wide, don't bowl a no ball, Susie Bates. Not enough, and New Zealand legends Susie Bates, Sophie Devine, Leah Tahuhu have turned the tables on the T24. After 14 years of trying, delight, they're in Sharjah by 8 runs.
Element phase, and we see those players standing tall for New Zealand in those key moments. Those 3 on your screen were there in 2016. They experienced the heartbreak of that moment. The despair, Hayley Matthews, she has been exceptional for the West Indies. She is a leader that you would love to have in your side. They can hold themselves high, the West Indies.
Tears of disappointment for Zeta James, and I'm sure 1 or 2 other West Indians as well. They felt the joy and the delight back in 2016 in the semi-final. Today it's the turn of New Zealand. Sophie Devine, Susie Bates, Leah Tahuhu, all played in that contest. They only won 1 of 13 T20 internationals this year in New Zealand, but they are in the final, and the nation will rejoice and celebrate with them as they will take on South Africa. There will be a new face and a new team lifting the ICC Women's T20 World Cup trophy in 2024.